Mastercast.
I looked at my phone and a little voice inside my head said, "Remember your self-talk." I stood there on the stairs looking at my phone. I took a deep breath and I said to her, "I'm riding the wave. I'm honoring what I am feeling." Those words, "I'm honoring what I'm feeling and I'm riding the wave," became the words that I now live by. Every single day, honor what you're feeling is the number one thing on my to-do list. Because I cried for 32 days straight. Welcome to Hot Mess Magic, your safe space to embrace the messy and imperfect side of life. I'm your host, Michelle Burke, international best-selling author, speaker, and personal growth guide. And I believe that each and every one of us is a hot mess, whether we want to admit it or not. And that in this world of filters and facades, it's time to let them all crumble. So join me as we dive deep into the messy, hilarious, and sometimes heartbreaking moments we all experience. Together, we'll explore the reasons behind our mishaps, gain valuable insights, and learn how to navigate life's challenges with grace, resiliency, and even a little humor. We'll share stories and learn from experts, and build a community of listeners who understand the ups and downs of life. So hit that subscribe button and leave a rating and review, and let's dive into this hot mess together. Remember, the mess is where the magic happens. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Hot Mess Magic. So I honestly had no clue what it was that I wanted to talk about today. I have had so many different things that have come to me over the past few days that I couldn't really decide. And of course, as it's coming to me and flowing, I'm in the shower and the phone is in the bedroom. So earlier today, as I was heading to an event, I had messaged a friend asking her. I was like, "Hey, help me narrow this down here. What do you want me to talk about?" And she gave me a couple different ideas. I was like, "Thank you." One of those was along the lines where I was thinking. And then as I was at the event, it hit me like a ton of bricks as to what it is that I am meant to share and talk about today. And truthfully, it's something I knew I would be sharing. I just didn't realize I would be sharing it this soon within the show. In February of 2022, I lost my dad somewhat unexpectedly. He had gotten sick and then 3 weeks later had passed away. And then 3 after losing my dad, I lost my Grammy, my mom's mom, unexpectedly. And let me tell you something, when you lose two loved ones simultaneously, it is one of the hardest things that you will ever navigate. After my dad, I had a friend message me. I was walking down the stairs when her message came through. And she said to me, "How are you doing?" And this was like 2, maybe 3 days afterwards. And I looked at my phone and a little voice inside my head said, "Remember your self-talk." And I stood there on the stairs looking at my phone. I took a deep breath and I said to her, "I'm riding the wave. I'm honoring what I am feeling." Those words, "I'm honoring what I'm feeling and I'm riding the wave," became the words that I now live by. Every single day, honor what you're feeling is the number one thing on my to-do list. Because I cried for 32 days straight. The day that I did not cry, I celebrated when I went to bed. I was doing a little happy dance. going, holy shit, I didn't cry today. Only to then cry the next day, but there was nothing the matter with me. I lived for days on whiskey and ice cream, throwing in some cupcakes in there for breakfast, because that is what I felt like eating. I didn't judge it. I didn't shame it. Yes, there were some days I had ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I was going through half a gallon of ice cream in 2-3 days. I was going through, and because the state that I was in mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, there were some days I didn't even want to get out of bed. Days that I was proud of myself when I took a shower. I then got a craving for a sub sandwich. And I am not one who typically eats, cold cuts, sub sandwiches, but I had this craving, and it was a craving that I could not shake whatsoever. I went to Jersey Mike's and I bought myself a sandwich, and as I'm sitting there eating this sandwich, the tears are flowing down my face. Because it was my dad telling me to eat. It was my dad telling me to eat something other than ice cream, cookies, and cupcakes. Because my dad loved his sandwiches. The more meat on that sandwich, the better. As the years have gone by, and it's hard to even say years, because when you lose a parent, and anyone out there who has lost a parent, you understand where I'm coming from with this. Your whole world changes because you've never not been on this earth without. You know that they're always there. And then you reach that moment where you go to pick up the phone because you need to ask a question. And you're like, shit, I have to ask someone else. And the pain never goes away. There is a part of you. It is a mess. The grieving process of losing a parent is a mess. Because it is a grieving process that never ends. You learn how to live without them. But you never stop missing them. You never stop loving them. And they are always with you. Our loved ones are always with us. They're always sending us signs, letting us know that they are with us. And that's how I knew today that this is what I was to be sharing with you all. My dad was the founder of a motorcycle club, and there would be meets and whatnot at our house, and the driveway would be lined with bikes. And for my dad, the louder the bike, the better. Like a good set of pipes. Oh, yeah. So after he passed, that first Harley I heard stopped me in my tracks. And they still stop me in my tracks, but not all of them. Only the loud ones. And today, as I was at my event, several loud Harley had gone by. I have people in front of me that I am interacting with, and my self-talk came in. Honor what you're feeling and breathe through it. And that is exactly what I did. I just kept talking to these people. I changed the way that I was breathing. And when they walked away, I let the few tears shed that needed to be shed. And then I went back into engaging what it was that I was doing. And this is the beauty in this mess, is knowing that they're there, knowing that they are sending you and realizing that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to be a hot fucking mess and to say that you are a hot mess right now. That you're a hot mess. You're honoring what you're feeling. You're riding that wave. Because sometimes that wave is gonna hit you. It's gonna hit you so fucking hard, knock you down, have you tumbling and turning, not knowing which way is up and not being able to breathe. Where you literally feel like you are drowning. And for years, that is what I have felt like. That I was drowning, that I didn't know which way was up. And just when I would find my way up, just when I would catch that breath, just when I would start to paddle out again, think that I caught that wave, I'd get knocked down again, tossed and turned and tumbled. Questioning why, and then remembering that instead of questioning why is this happening to me, start saying, what is this showing me? What is this teaching me? What am I learning? How is this helping me grow? That's what they're there for, is to help us grow, expand, learn, transform. And then it happens. It happens in the grieving process. It happens as we're navigating through the mess. We paddle out and we get that wave. We catch it and we ride it into shore. And then we do it all over again. We paddle out and we ride that next wave. And sure, we might catch that next wave and it might knock us on our ass again. But we get back up. And we do it all over. Because we can either choose to stay in a victim mentality, the poor me, the why me mentality, or we can use my dad's favorite line and say, fuck that shit. Get up and do the thing. Get up and navigate like the badass that we are. So no matter where you are right now within life, whether you are riding that wave, whether you feel like you're drowning, whether you're just reaching the surface, whether you're paddling out, praying that you do not get knocked down again, wherever you are in your journey, there is no right, there is no wrong. There's only now. honor where you're at. You're not behind. You're not ahead. You're exactly where you need to be within your situation, within life. Because I'm a firm believer that sometimes these things happen to us to wake us up, to transform us. Say, yoo-hoo, over here, let's get back on track. Let's grow, let's expand, let's heal. Let's look at life in a different perspective. And how can we honor those loved ones that we have lost? That's what I did through the grieving process of my dad. I edited my book because I didn't want to get out of bed. So I didn't have to. I didn't have the mental capacity to do much work, and I didn't have to in editing. I could sit there for 20 minutes, edit, close my laptop, take a nap, flip for an hour, open the laptop again, edit for 20 minutes, an hour, close the laptop, turn a movie on, eat some ice cream, pour a glass of whiskey. And that's where, on my dad's 70th birthday, what would have been his 70th birthday, I launched my book in honor of him to his birthday. Something that I knew was going to be a very hard day for me, into something positive, into something happy. I flipped the day for myself psychologically, where my book was my birthday present to my dad. And when we can do these things where we can flip the scenarios, where we can turn something that is going to be painful, when we can shift it, when we can take some of that pain away from it and make it a little bit easier on ourselves, we're putting that little sprinkle of magic. Or taking something that we weren't looking forward to and turning it into something now that's a celebration. That's what I know my dad wants, is he just wants me, my brother, my stepmom, and everyone else in the family to be living our lives and doing the things that we want to be doing the things that make us happy. And this is, again, in that grief journey, the things that we have to remember. As we're going through anything, not even the grief journey, as we're going through anything in life, trusting our intuition, trusting our gut, listening to that inner voice. And also having that support system, having your tribe and loving them as hard as you possibly can, and having them be there for you to support you, to lift you up, to hold you. And I'm so grateful for the people that I have in my life that have done that for me. Because we cannot get through our messes. We cannot get through life alone. We are creatures that seek community. And as I say that, I'm looking out the window, herd of deer, a community that is also full of fawns that I've been watching play. And that is magical. Having that tribe, having those people to pick you up, to be there for you. Which again is why I have created the lounge to go with this podcast. So that you have a space to seek support, to share without judgment, without shame, to express what you're feeling, to honor what you are going through, to be held, to be nurtured, to be seen. So no matter where you are right now on your journey, know that you are not alone. Know that myself and everyone else listening and everyone else that is in the lounge is right there with you. You're not alone. You are loved, you are valued, you are appreciated. Remember that. Because I just feel in my heart that there are quite a few of you who needed that reminder today. You are loved. You are honored. You are appreciated. You are valued. You are missed. Thank you. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day. Thank you for allowing me to be a part of your journey. Thank you. Thanks for joining me on this episode of Hot Mess Magic. Remember, the mess is where the magic happens. So embrace your inner hot mess and keep shining bright. Until next time, keep laughing, keep learning, and keep discovering the magic in your mess. Be sure to subscribe to Hot Mess Magic for more episodes, leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast platform, and share this episode with a friend who needs a little hot mess magic in their life. Until next time.
Hey guys, it's Miriam Love here, and I want to share something very special with you. Check out my new release, All In, the Spanish remixes, out now on Electric House Records. And always remember, be love, share love, all love.
Available now wherever you listen to music. For those of you who dream of a world where music and podcasts live together in perfect harmony, now for the first time, Electricast gives you a magical compilation, Pod Till You Drop, Volume 1, where we give you the best in tunes and the best in podcasts. Feast your ears and hear the culture. Available now wherever you listen to music.